Hello everyone, I'm Professor Chun Li Ling from the Department of Biomedical Engineering in National陽明University. It's my pleasure to introduce the procedure of developing medical implants to you by this video. It's obvious that medical implants will be placed into human body permanently. Compared with general device, we are concerned about safety and effectiveness of medical implants. Therefore, it is extremely important to follow the procedure which shown on the screen image before the product is launched onto the market: clinical need, product design, prototype production, preclinical testing, and TFDA registration. Hence, the main point of this video is introducing the first 4 steps as the above mentioned, which is marked by the red dot line. First of all, we invite Dr. Liao from Tri-Surface General Hospital to introduce clinical on-beat, which is the most important part of developing a medical device. The medical implant we have developed is patella fixation system. Second, the research assistant Qin Chen will present the process of designing the patella plate by computer-aided design. Next, we make sure that our design meets the doctor's idea. After that, we produce the prototype by 3D printing. Last but not least, we have the prototype undergo fatigue testing in the TAF-approved laboratory. In terms of this new patella fixation system, it is required to endure the specific strength at 1 million cycles. Also, we set up a patella femur biomechanics simulation system so as to make sure that our product meets clinical requirements. What I have mentioned is the abstract of this video. Now, let's welcome Dr. Liao to make introduction of clinical on-beat. Now, I'm going to introduce the development of new patella fixation system to you. Patella is a piece of bone in human knee. Falling over, trauma, or car accident can cause patella fracture. When the knee is painful and is unable to reach full extension, the patient will need surgery. In terms of the clinical solution in Taiwan nowadays, the doctor winds the patella with steel needle and steel wire so as to perform the fracture reduction. However, for patients who are suffer from fracture in elderly, osteoporotic fracture, or comminuted fracture, winding the patella with steel needle and steel wire will increase the risk of failure. What's worse, the patient have to undergo the second surgery. There are some needs for fracture reduction, including anatomic reduction, stable fixation, preservation of blood supply, and early mobilization. Quadriceps tendon and patellar tendon produce a large tensile stress, leading to more displacement when patella fracture occurs. Thus, how to resist the tensile stress has become a clinical problem. Now, we develop new patella fixation system, which can reduce the tensile stress produced by quadriceps tendon and patellar tendon. Furthermore, in elderly fracture, osteoporotic fracture, and comminuted fracture, we use many bone screws to set up a stable system so that the patient can make full recovery. Let's move on to product design. We have to take manufacturing into account when designing a product. On one hand, the designer has to keep communicating with the doctor and improve the design so that the product can not only meet clinical on-need but also solve the clinical problem. On the other hand, after ensuring that the design is able to be manufactured, the designer also has to take the TFDA standard into consideration. The idea of our product is originated from Dr. Liao's design of the holding clause. We communicate with Dr. Liao and create the patella plate model by kit to present his idea as you can see on the screen image. The holding clause on the patella plate is used to hook the ruptured patella in order to enhance stability. The patella plate of our design is flat, but human patella is curved. To improve stability and adherence, we have to design a patella plate which can be in accord with the curved surface of human patella. Thus, we use Rhino, an industrial design software, to produce a curved surface. First of all, we produce a flat surface of the patella plate and a curved surface of human patella. Then bending the flat surface by Rhino so that the surface of the patella plate can correspond to that of human patella. Eventually, we finish designing an innovative patella plate which meets clinical need and complete the stage of product design. Because we haven't ensured effectiveness of the product yet, it will be costly if we manufacture the product by general machining process without prototype production in this stage. In addition, there are pyramid light retention nails on the surface of the plate which contact with patella. Also, the curved surface of the plate is complicated. It's difficult and costly to produce a plate by general machining process. Therefore, we adopt 3D printing, which has been a mature technology recently, to produce prototype. We simplicate model in the stereolithography file format, then import the file into the 3D printer and start to print. DMLS, which is different from general machining process, is an additive manufacturing technique. And this technique is suitable for manufacturing in small amount. Electron beams brings the metal powder to a temperature near the sensory range of the alloy. Then 3D printers start printing the product layer by layer. Hence, it's able to produce delicate and tiny products. What's more, the machining accuracy can reach 0.01 mm. Ultimately, after communicating with the doctor a few times, we have produced the final prototype which is shown on the screen image. After verifying the prototype, we commissioned the factory to manufacture the new kind medical implant. The structure of new patella fixation system is complicated, and it's hard to be manufactured by general machining process. Therefore, new patella fixation system is manufactured by DMLS, which is an additive manufacturing technique. When the final products are complete, they have to follow the related regulations. Hence, only if the medical implant passes the preclinical testing should it be launched onto the market. There is a standard of preclinical testing asserted by the examining authority. Also, the standard includes recommendations of documents which the manufacturer should prepare for registration. Thus, manufacturers should offer documents with verification and assessment of the product structure, material, and performance to the authority. In terms of new patella fixation system, we refer to ASTM F382 to perform 4-point bending testing so that we realize whether bending strength and bending stiffness of the plate is large enough to stand the stress occurs at the site of the fracture. It's necessary that the fatigue life and fracture load under specific stress condition be determined. The bending performance and fatigue performance, such as bending strength, bending stiffness, and fatigue life, are helpful for the user and the designer to realize the properties of the patella plate. What's more, we can verify the stress condition of the patella plate in human body by biomechanics simulation. We simplify the simulation of the trajectory of patella gliding on chocolate groove, force applied by tendon, and the load caused by this new design biomechanics experimental apparatus. Therefore, we can simulate the post-surgical force condition of new patella fixation system and compare its performance with other existing implants. Finally, it's proof that new patella fixation system is as excellent or even better than other existing implants. I believe that you can realize the process of developing a medical implant by this video. Moreover, after finishing those steps as above mentioned, we have to prepare documents for TFDA or FDA examination. Only when the medical implant is proved to be safe and effective should it be launched onto the market. After this procedure, the medical implant is approved to apply clinical use. It brings me to the end of this video. Thanks for your watching.